Everyone is talking about AI right now. It's everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Every platform you open, there's a conversation happening about AI. How to use AI, how it's changing things, how it's shaping the future. And yeah, in many ways, it's exciting. AI is helping us move faster, build smarter, and solve problems in many ways. We couldn't do it before. But at the same time, this is another side to this story that doesn't get as much attention. We hear a lot about what AI can do, but not enough about what could go wrong if we are not careful. Because the truth is, isn't AI isn't just powerful, it is also sensitive. For example, AI systems can sometimes expose private and sensitive information if they are trained or used incorrectly. There is also something called prompt injection when people try to manipulate AI into revealing information it should not. And then there is a bias. AI doesn't think for itself. It learns from data, and then if data is flawed and unbalanced, the decisions AI can make be unfair too. I have only recently started diving deeper into this space, and honestly, this part surprised me the most. It made me realize something important. Working with AI isn't just about building cool and impressive tools, it's about building responsibly. It's about asking, is this safe? Is this fair? Is this something people can trust? So, as I continue learning, I'm not just focusing on what AI can do, I am also trying to understand how to use it in a way that's secure and responsible. And if you are on this journey too, don't overlook the security side of things because, in the long run, that is going to matter a lot more than we can think. Okay, now let's deep dive into some of the security aspects you need to consider. The first one is data privacy and security. Be mindful of personal information sharing. Please do not share any sensitive information like your full name, your address, phone number, or any financial information unless you trust the platform. Understand the privacy settings. If you're using any of the AI tools, you have logged in, you entered your details. Please understand what settings you can turn off and what settings you can leave on. You can review those settings and adjust accordingly before you start using it. Do not overshare. Whatever personal information you are sharing publicly, make sure that you share only the required information. Next is verify AI output. No, we all heavily rely on whatever AI is returning. We try to trust that. Please verify the output. Think before you can use it because AI is generating output based on your question and the data, training data it is trained on. Sometimes it can be biased information it can return on. Sometimes it is like you have to avoid having over reliance on the data. So please review when you get a response from any of the AI tools. You work with the AI tools. Whatever information you receive, please review before just accepting as it is. Do not just copy and paste that information, rely on it. Next one is your protection against your scams and misinformation. You need to be aware of the deepfakes. Like it can look similar to similar websites. It can look similar. Like say, for example, you do bank with one of the banks and website looks same. Please be aware of some of the settings you need to know which is there in the real website versus the fake website. Remember, it could be like a phishing scam if you're getting a call and it looks like a legit call. Please do not share your information. If you have any doubts, disconnect and call the organization or the bank or the call you got from. Verify the legit source and ensure that you're only sharing information when you feel it is legitimate. Do not click on any unfamiliar links or if you're getting any QR codes. Guys, those are the biggest scam happening. So if you get any links or even if AI is generating a response and it gives you some links, just make sure that it looks legit because that data can be, again, it's trained on a data. If data is biased, you might get a biased information. So do not click until unless you understand the implications, unless you understand the data is genuine or not. Inappropriate content, if any. First of all, the models which are being trained, there are settings being enabled that to avoid to harmful contents, offensive or inappropriate contents. But in case you get it, just beware of those contents, and you report it back to the service provider or that platform provider proactively. Last but not least, ethical use. Check for the intellectual property issues. Like, for example, you are asking AI to generate images for you, AI to generate code for you, AI to generate um, any text for you, any response for you. Before you start using and copying pasting as it is, just ensure that there are no intellectual property rights and the conflicts. So because AI is only generating data based on the training data and the models it's trained on. So beware of these settings, and there are some of other settings which you can look at. If you're using ChatGPT, go to your settings, your data control. You change the settings the way you want to. For example, nowadays there is a new setting which has come from April, most likely, that the models can be trained on the data you are using, your training data. You make sure that you turn off that settings. You do not allow models to be trained on your data. So you can check the settings and turn it off. This setting is available across all various platforms you are using. It could be Microsoft Copilot, it could be Google Gemini if you're using, it could be Meta, which is on Instagram and the Facebook. If you're using LinkedIn, please ensure that if you're using, say, for example, LinkedIn, you can go to data privacy and you can toggle off a setting where it says use my data for training content creation AI models. Just make sure that setting is turned off. These small steps will help you stay safe and secure. So, guys, at the end of the day, security matters more than usage of AI. Make sure your data, your personal information is secure, and you are using AI safely. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.